What's up, you guys? I am back again with another video. My name is Jazz, for you guys who don't know. If you're a returning subscriber, what's up? It's good to see you. It's good to see you guys back here. And for my new subscribers, hello, how are you today? Thank you guys so much for coming around to enjoy my chaotic life. My name is Jazz. Just said that. Anyways, my name is Jazz and I am a all-around person. I really don't know what my content is anymore, so just bear with me is all I ask of you. I was looking through my analytics and I noticed that my septum piercing video was doing pretty good right now, so I figured why not go ahead and extend that. I figured it would be a pretty good idea to just share some information with you guys as far as people who are interested in getting their nose pierced, specifically the septum or any other nose pierce for that matter. All my new viewers, you guys are welcome to stay a little longer. Your girl is back on the tube. I'm just trying to get myself back up here and consistent, so you guys will see more videos from me. So it will be a very good idea if you go ahead and hit this like button down below. Make sure you comment and hit that subscribe button too, because it would definitely help me. It would definitely help you too, because I mean my videos are just so great like that. I wouldn't see a reason why you wouldn't want to stick around. So yeah. Also, if you haven't taken a look at any of my other videos, make sure that you do that. I have playlists if you're interested in specific commentary and specific content. And I will have some more coming out soon, so please stick around and make sure that you stay tuned for that stuff by hitting the bell notification so you're notified whenever I post. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this video. And also, just to set a disclaimer, I am no professional, I am no expert. I am going based off of my own experience as well as other people's, because I mean, I'm not the only person that got their nose pierced, and also everybody has different experiences compared to me. So I felt that was only right to kind of give that disclaimer. First thing we're going to go ahead and discuss is pain levels. I want you guys to know everyone's body is different, everyone's skin is different, and because of that, everybody has a different pain tolerance. Not everybody is going to be skin of steel, okay? Not everybody is able to handle it like, oh yes, that was easy, good to go. Some people are a little more I want to say dramatic, but some people react to it a lot worse. And unfortunately, not everybody is good at handling certain types of pain. It could be literally as small as a little pinch, and you're literally hollering to the top of your lungs like you're Whitney Houston in that one song. You're never gonna know exactly what your pain level is gonna be until you actually get the piercing. See, me personally, my pain tolerance is high, so I can't speak for a lot of people that get their nose pierced or get any kind of piercing of any sort, because I get more ear piercings than I do my nose. I only have a septum. But I will tell you from my own experience, half of the piercings that I have gotten haven't even been that bad. If anything, I feel like some of the piercings were probably equivalent to an earlobe piercing. So if you end up getting your septum pierced in that case, just know, at least for me, the pain level was about equivalent to my helix getting pierced. So it wasn't even that bad. Now, I know some friends, they said it really hurt. And I know some people that have said that it was so quick that you couldn't even feel a thing. Not everybody goes through the exact same experience. So definitely something to take into consideration before you set foot in the little room, to have a needle stuck through your body. Healing takes a while, at least for some people. I do know when I got my septum pierced, it only took me about 2 weeks, and then I was pretty much good to go. But I know with some other people's skin, some people react to piercings and jewelry in different ways. I know that some people tend to get a lot of infections. I know that some people get a lot of swelling, they get a little bit of blood. That can actually be normal too, but if it's consistent, then that could potentially be a big problem, and it may be time that you may want to consider taking that out before it gets really worse. Also, when you're getting piercings, the piercer is always going to tell you that you need to be very consistent with cleaning your piercing, which is very important. I do not understand half of the people who think that it is okay to go days on days without cleaning your piercing. The healing process will be longer if you're not taking care of your piercing properly. You need to make sure that you're consistently cleaning your piercing with whatever product that you feel is most comfortable to you. Some people use saline solution, some people use tea tree oil. Do what works for you. If you know that maybe Claire's saline solution is your go-to, then do that. If you know that tea tree oil is your go-to, do that. If you have to make a freaking homemade concoction, freaking do that. But do not sit around waiting for your nose to become a mushroom before you realize that you need to take care of your freaking piercing. It's never gonna heal. I'm trying to tell you. Most people don't understand. Sterling silver can be the devil. So you really have to take care of it. And trust me, consistency is key, because if you're not consistent with it, your time duration of healing is going to take a lot longer. The products I personally use for my own piercings, I actually use 3 different products. I'll let you guys know right now, it's not every day when I'm taking care of my piercing properly. Trust me, I've learned from my own mistake. Okay, I used to have a daith piercing. Let me tell you right now, 8 out of 10 don't recommend, but it is a cute piercing, but that thing gave me hell. Anyways, healing processes take some time, so. And I'm telling you right now, with the septum pierce, I don't think you really have to worry too much about it, because the tissue is so thin, because it's like right in between your nose. That tissue is so thin that it literally does not even take that long to heal. So I can probably guarantee that it takes a little less than a month for the septum to heal. So you really have nothing to worry about. Personally, the products that I've used to clean my nose and clean all of my other piercings for that matter, I use Claire's ear care solution. This bottle, let me tell you something about this holy grail right here. I've had this bottle since I was like 12, 13, because I got my second holes pierced back when I was like 12. I've had this bottle for a very long time, and I still have yet to use all of it, and it's still good. It still works. I don't know if saline solution expires, but it still works up to this very day, and we've been using it religiously, especially for our new piercings. I also looked into the Nail Med wound wash rinse. We're gonna try that again. I also looked into the Nail Med wound wash That's a tongue twister. Let's try that one more time. I also looked into Nail Med's wound wash rinse, and I also found this one pretty good. It's a spray-on kind, so you literally just, shake that thing up, and in 2 seconds then you're spraying. You know what I'm saying? Like, this thing is a game changer, but this one always has my heart. Now this one's a squeeze bottle, so you may have to use a cotton ball or a Q-tip. Either way, it gets the job done. Nail Med gets the job done too. I still spray like it on a Q-tip, because sometimes, honey, your girl don't have aim, so she kind of has to do that. Your girl a little bit of klutz. If push comes to shove and my piercing may get infected, or like I need to use something stronger, tea tree oil. And I'm gonna tell you right now, do not use this as frequently. Only use this if you know that your piercing's getting infected. Like if you know that it's like starting to swell, if you know that a bump is starting to form, this kills it instantly. Not only is it a treatment medicated oil, but it's also a strong one, and it's a drying one. Did you hear me when I said drying? If you use this too much, your skin will dry. Your skin will be looking like a snake's skin, okay? You don't want your skin looking like snake skin. I sure don't want my skin looking like snake skin, okay? You're never gonna know when it is time for you to actually take out your piercing. I'm gonna tell you right now, whenever I got piercings as a kid, my mom used to always make us keep our piercings in for a whole year. Reason being because there can be times when your hole just closes and you don't even know it. That's all the more of a reason why I said our bodies are different. So if your piercing is not ready to be taken out, or if the jewelry piece is not ready to be taken out, do not take it out yet until you feel comfortable. These days, I know a year is kind of over exaggerating it. I definitely think it depends on the piercing that you get. The lobe piercings we kept in for almost a year. The daith I would have kept in probably longer than a year, because that is like one of the thickest parts of the ear, and that takes a lot of healing. So if you do want to switch out your piercing, kind of get a feel for it, see how it's feeling, see how it's doing. And if push comes to shove and you feel like you're ready to go ahead and take that jewelry out, then go ahead and do it, but to your own discretion. So I really hope that was the right word. Now, once your piercing is actually healed and cleaned up, it's all good to go. It's safe to say that you can go ahead and take it out. You'll go ahead and take out your piercing. Make sure that you have another piercing that you're going to go ahead and switch it out with. Put the next piercing in as quickly as possible. Listen, we're not taking any risks today, okay? I'm not taking the risk, all right? I did not wait this long for it to close up on me, okay? If I gotta sleep with them in, if I have to wash my face with them in, if I have to take a shower with it in, so freaking be it. If it's the sterling silver kind, like this one, or like this one, sterling silver lasts a very long time. You have literally nothing to worry about. That's the main reason why they even give you the sterling silver first, because gold can rust, especially depending on what kind of gold you get. Now, I can understand some people that are not too fond of silver. Some people prefer gold jewelry. Shoot, I prefer gold jewelry, but I'd rather just stick it out and thug it out with the silver for a little while, if that means that I can actually keep my jewelry in. But I think for people who are like just so anxious to change out or swap out their jewelry, if you really want to swap it out, I'd say give it about a month or two just to be safe. But if you're like really anxious, then give it about like 3 weeks. I don't recommend it though. I'd say just keep it in as long as you can. There really should be no rush, but I know there are some people that just cannot wait. Ugh. Talk about impatient. Sounds like a red flag to me. But that's besides the point. In any case or any event you're trying to take out your pierced jewelry and you're having a hard time taking it out, kind of get to know what your piercing is. Talk to your piercer or talk to the person that is piercing your ear and, you know, ask them. Most of the jewelers, they'll recommend that you come back and let them take it out. I know some people don't like to follow that rule. I'd be lying if I said that I don't like following that rule. So I'll tell you right now, if you are somebody who does not want to go back to their jeweler and pay extra money to get it swapped out and replaced, I would definitely recommend doing your research. My helix, I struggled trying to take that out. It's the same way with the daith. These are one of the ones where it's like a circular type of ring. It's a hoop ring. So it's not a link. It's none of that. It takes a lot of bending and it takes a lot of like clamping. It's a process. If you need to take it out yourself, if you don't feel like going back to your jeweler to let them do it for an extra fee, then you need to do your research, because you do not want to mess around and rip off your whole ear, okay? That's not what you're gonna do. You're not gonna rip out your whole ear, and you're not gonna rip out your whole nose. That's not what we're gonna do today, honey. No ma'am. Go on YouTube, go on Google, look up that stuff, see what you need to do, get familiar with the jewelry, get familiar with what type of jewelry that you're using, and make some things shake. I will tell you, the jewelers make it tight and make it so secure for a reason, because they know that you're gonna have to come back eventually to take that thing out, because they know that you're not gonna know how to take it out. But let me be the first to tell you right now, it is super easy once you figure out what the jewelry is and then how to take it out. One of the things that y'all may have seen me struggle with especially the horseshoe rings, they all screw in different directions. So kind of figure out what that is, what direction your ball unscrews from, and then once you got that, you're good to go, honey. If you can't use your fingers, if you can't use a glove, if you can't use tissue, you might have to invest in some jewelry tools. I've heard that pliers are probably one of the best tools to use, but make sure that you know how to use it. You do not want to damage your skin. And if push comes to shove and you just do not know what to do, you don't know how to do it, then your last resort is to actually go back to your tattoo parlor or back to your body piercing shop and just let them take it out for you, okay? And they will teach you how to do it, because I mean, it's not like they're gonna tell you to come back every single time. Don't be scared, don't be shy. Put your pride aside. If you really need to get it out, they're there for a reason. Use them. I know this is gonna sound very cliche and very corny. Make sure that this piercing is the piercing for you. Make sure that you're picking out the right jewelry for your body, your face, your aesthetic. Let me tell you something, all right? Horseshoe rings specifically, especially as a person who has a septum piercing, your nose ring dictates the kind of size that you need in terms of your horseshoe ring. I know this because my septum piercing and my nose are like besties. A horseshoe ring that's too large is gonna make my nose look too large. One that's too small is gonna be barely noticeable. But a medium-sized one, oh honey, it is just right for me. It is a match made in heaven. It's like a glass slipper to Cinderella's tiny freaking foot. Like, goodness gracious, that girl literally had had a baby-sized foot, okay? But that's besides the point. I went with medium rings because that actually works for my nose. It complements my nose and it looks good for my nose. When you finally do your jewelry shopping, get jewelry that complements you, and do not get piercings just because you're bored. Please don't. I know too many people, especially during quarantine, that were doing that, and that literally got on my freaking nerves. I'm just like, why are you guys getting piercings? You're not going through a midlife crisis. You're not going through an identity crisis. Get a piercing because you want to. Don't get one because you're forced to. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. Don't do that. If you want to get a piercing, get that piercing, but get it because you want it. If you're going to get certain jewelry, get jewelry that complements you and your style. Do not just get some crazy freaking skeleton spirally stuff. Just keep it simple, keep it minimal. But if you're the type of person who likes to stand out, get something that stands out, you know what I mean? I know that tip is very corny, but look guys, it's very important. Jewelry and piercings are forever. They're our friends, and they're gonna be with us for the rest of our lives. So we should treat it as such. Trust me, you won't regret it. So join our group, our organization, you know? Join the piercings club. You'll love it here.
911, what's your emergency?
Alright you guys, I know this video was kind of short, even though I most likely made it long, but I am so glad that you guys made it to the very end of this video. If you did, thank you guys so much. Make sure that you guys leave a like, a comment, and make sure that you guys have already hit that freaking subscribe button. If you haven't, what the heck are you doing, man? You made it this far and you still don't like me? What did I do? I didn't do anything to you. I've been nothing but a good hostess. My goal is to get to maybe 1K by the end of the year. I'm really looking forward to that. So if we can, you know, keep this momentum going, that would be amazing. But of course, you know, there is no force to it yet. I still love you guys regardless. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these tips were helpful, and hopefully, you know, you're able to get a nice little piercing. I can't wait to see more and more people, you know, finally branching out and trying new things, because that's what life's all about. Until next time, it has been real. I will see you. Goodbye.